Hey there, day 418 of documenting my journey. What I'm up to, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, Pajama Grandma, as I make the transition from the offline brick and mortar world of real businesses to the online world. What am I doing? How am I doing it? And there's a couple things I wanted to share today that I forgot to share yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy day. Oh my God. Some days are just like that. And yesterday was one of those. But I wanted to share about, remember I mentioned I was having a technological problem with one of my funnels. A funnel is the way that I am actually growing my online business and my online presences. And one of my pages that I didn't even realize, because when I went in to the software called ClickFunnels to look at the page, everything looked fine. And when I created it, there was no problem with it. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So when I created it and checked it, which I always do, it worked and operated perfectly. There was nothing wrong. But I discovered a couple of days ago when I went in and I noticed my numbers were off. And that's why it's important to pay a little bit of attention to your results and your numbers. I noticed my numbers were off. I'm like, what's going on? Well, the page was automatically directing to a different funnel. It was going to a different page that had nothing to do with the 30-day challenge, the customer challenge that I'm doing. It had nothing to do with that. And so as soon as people would go to the link, which they were going to the link, they'd be like, well, this doesn't make sense, because there was like a 2 to 10 second delay. So it would flash the page of what they were supposed to see, but then it went immediately to something totally different. And what does a confused mind say? A confused mind says, no, I'm not in the right place. What the heck's going on? I'm definitely not going to trust or do business with this particular business or person or entity. So I lost a lot of people because I didn't realize that there was a mistake there. Now, how do I go about finding that mistake and fixing that mistake? Because our life is about changing and fixing and adjusting and troubleshooting and testing and paying attention to things. Well, it took me a little while. I'm not going to be wrong, but I remembered reading about 2 years ago, it was actually in 2017, that I had read online about this problem. And I didn't really pay attention to it. I never went and looked at the solution and the comments in it, because I was never having that problem. I had never had that problem. I'd never seen it happen with this particular piece of software. I hadn't experienced it. But I did remember that I had seen it. So I went to the group. We have a group of, it's 200,000 people now, that it's a Facebook group, and you can search Facebook groups. So I searched the Facebook group for sales page redirecting. And of course, a couple of comments came up, a couple of things. And one of those was that particular post that I'd seen a couple years ago. And I read the solution to that. I looked at my site and I'm like, lo and behold, that's exactly what the problem was. And what it was is I had a hidden timer on my page that had expired. And when you have a timer on your page that expires, it automatically redirects to another page. Well, I had hidden this timer and wasn't using it on the funnel, so I had totally forgotten about it. But when I went into the elements and I searched, I saw, oh my gosh, I've got a hidden timer, and it expired, on the day that it expired. So I'm sure on that day, that's when that stopped working. So I found that. But what I want you to get from this is, number one, you can always find the answer. You can always find the solution. And I searched the software docs and couldn't find anything. But then I remembered, oh, I can search groups. I can search pages. I can search something where I think I might have seen it and find the solution and find the answer. You can always Google things. I am a queen of, if I get a technical error or something, I just copy and paste the error message and I put it in a Google search bar, and you'll get a whole slew of possible answers and answers of other people that have had the same problem. Because any problem that we ever come up with, guess what? We're not the only one. There's probably a million other people that have had the exact same problem, the exact same situation. And this isn't just in our businesses and technical issues. This isn't pretty much anything. Whenever we're feeling like we're the only one, I was having this discussion with one of my coaching students 2 days ago, and he was feeling depressed. And I'm like, when we're feeling depressed, when we're feeling anything, so often we feel like we're the only person that feels that way. And he's like, well, do you feel like you're not good enough every single day? And I'm like, yeah, I think pretty much every human being on the planet at some time during the day thinks, well, who am I to do this? How am I good enough? Why am I the person to do this? And it doesn't go to depression for some of us, but for other people it does. But we always have a rainbow of feelings every single day. And we think when we're having and experiencing that feeling that we're the only one. But the truth is, there's probably millions, if not hundreds of millions of people having that exact same feeling at the exact same time that you are. So it's always up to us whether we decide if we're going to stay in that feeling or not. Me, feelings come and go. I get frustrated. I get angry. I get happy. I get sad. I get everything. And sometimes in the same minute, I can feel 20 different emotions. But I will then pick and choose which one I want to feel. If I'm feeling sad about something and happy about something in the same minute, I'm going to choose the happy. I'm not going to choose the sad. And that's a personal thing. That's a personal choice. But I wanted to share with you how I solved that problem, because yesterday then another problem came up. Facebook had some performance on the individual level basis issues the day before yesterday. And people were freaking out about it. And it's, it just goes to show you that anytime you're depending on something outside of yourself for a result that you want, you're going to be disappointed. If you're depending on someone outside of you to make you happy, you're going to be disappointed. If you're depending on someone else's business to keep you in business, you're going to be disappointed, because they're not always going to do exactly what you want when you want them to. Any piece of software, any app, any tool, any electronic thing, anything outside of you is going to at some point be a challenge or a change or let you down. And yesterday, I actually think I didn't lose it. It's there. It's on Facebook, but it won't play. One of my, yesterday's was day 14 of a challenge that I'm doing. I can see it. It says it's 4 minutes long, but I can't play it. And I don't think that it's working. I was never able to download it. So I'm probably going to have to reshoot yesterday's lesson for the 30-day challenge, because it's not working. I can't download it. I can't put it on YouTube. I can't put it in the members area because something happened with it. So big deal. I have to reshoot a 4-minute video. It's an easy one. It's something I know like the back of my hand. So it's not like it's a big deal to reshoot that. It's just, I've been trying to figure out what did I do when I recorded it to make a mistake. Now I had a lot of interruptions, so it could be one of a million things. I might have forgotten to stop the live video. I don't know what it is, but I don't mind reshooting it, but I want to know what I did wrong so I don't do it again in the future. What else am I working on? I am on a podcast group demonstrating how I deal with content today for one of my friends. I love this woman, and doing that today at live. I'm on her podcast and in her group demonstrating how I do content. Then she and I are actually going to do, and we'll probably talk about it today as well. I don't know if we'll talk about it on the podcast, but we're going to do a 90-day live challenge. And another friend of mine yesterday brought up that he wants to do a 365-day challenge on YouTube. And we had actually talked about doing a 90-day YouTube challenge, but then we decided, okay, she wants to just do a live video or a video challenge, a 90-day video challenge. And so we'll talk about that. But he wants to do a 365-day YouTube challenge on the back end of, we just are finishing. I think we've got, today is day 349. Or no, 340. Yeah, 349, right? Is that right? Yep, today is day 349 of a 365-day challenge, where we did a Facebook Live, or are doing a Facebook Live every single day. And so if he does that, I'll participate in it, because I'm going to do a video a day anyway, and I want to learn how to do the mechanics of YouTube, which is why we talked about doing a 90-day YouTube one, but then she's like, let's just make it video. Do a video a day and post it. I'm like, that's cool. But again, the reason you want to use YouTube Live or Facebook Live is because when you produce a video native to that platform, it gets treated better by that platform's algorithms, or how they show it, and how easy it is to show up to people. And so that's why we're thinking about doing the YouTube one. And so if he does a 365-day YouTube one, I'm going to be doing it. And I'm also probably going to be doing the 90-day video challenge with Heather Ann Havenwood is her name. Amazing lady. She teaches you how to become an influencer, and she uses podcasting as the main platform for that. Incredible what she does and the influence that she has. And she shows you how to be an influencer too, in the quickest, fastest, easiest way for you. Not just an expert, but an influencer. I love her stuff. And it's really interesting how we'd been friends on Facebook for a really long time, but how we got close and started working together was one day she was online and she needed somebody to test something with her. And she said, is anybody online? And I just answered because I was online, and I'm like, what do you need? I can help you out. And I helped her out, and then we became friends. So you never know. You never know when you just give and help somebody out, what can happen in return from that, and how you can build relationships based on just being yourself and giving your time and energy to other people. So I'm doing that. Then again, we're winding up on the 365 Facebook Live Challenge. And as part of that, I'm doing and this is my process, people, super simple. I'm doing a kind of the last 20 days, I'm doing what are the 20 things that I learned from doing this particular challenge? What are 20 things that I learned that, hey, shortcut the process. You don't have to do a 365-day challenge. Just get these lessons and apply them to what you want to do in your business and in your life and if you're going to do a Facebook Live or any kind of live video, hey, here's some lessons that you can learn, and you don't have to do it for 365 days and make all these mistakes to figure out that these are the important things. Just jumpstart and catapult your success by building and modeling people that have gone before you. So instead of you having to spend a year figuring it out and doing it yourself and making mistakes and learning lessons, hey, these are the lessons that I learned. So if you can learn from any of these, boy, will that help shortcut your process. Doing that today. So much going on. And challenges. For some reason, I love challenges. I think I've mentioned I love challenges. And in the last few days, I've been challenged to come up with how I can really explode and share how I do challenges. I've had 3 people contact me about helping them with their challenges, which I'm doing. And I've had a woman say, hey, you need to write a book. And what do you want to write a book on? And my daughter reminded me this week that I've been through a lot of SHIT. I've been through a lot in my lifetime and had to overcome it or live through it and keep going, even though there have been lots of obstacles, and not just little obstacles, big obstacles like dropping dead obstacles. I don't know very many people that have dropped dead and are still here to build their businesses and to share information and grow and make an impact on the world. And so I was like, oh yeah, I guess I have been involved in some challenging things in my life. And so I'm going to say it here. I will be writing a book probably about challenges, but it's kind of scary. I'm going to tell you, it's really scary to share a lot of the vulnerable things and a lot of the challenges that I've gone through. And I don't usually share them. I mean, it's only been the last, few months or a year that I'd even mentioned that I dropped dead. I mean, people that are super close to me know that I died, but for the most part, I don't talk about it because what led up to it was really, really challenging and not exactly happy and not good. But I think that that's a story that other people need to hear and that they need to learn from. They need to understand that they don't have to go through that. They don't have to die in order to create the life that they want. So that's what I'm up to. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. My granddaughter's not here yet, so I can get a few more things done. I've got one more video this morning and a couple things I want to plan out and work on to make it an awesome day so that I do a great job presenting. And I think I'm probably going to save my content creation till noon, which is scary for me because I usually do it first thing in the morning. But how I share that, I'm not going to share it till afternoon because I want to actually demo it live on the training that I'm doing. So if you want to catch that, it will be on Heather Ann Havenwood's podcasting, Influencing, I think it's called, I don't remember the name of the group, Influencer something. So just Facebook search, the search bar on your Facebook, search Influencer, and Heather Ann Havenwood's group will come up, and it's a group for podcasting. She just changed the name of it, is why I don't remember it. I normally remember it. I've been there since day one, but she's changed the name like 2 or 3 times, and that's why I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I know it's Influencer something. So if you search Influencer, her group will come up, and boom, join that group. Amazing group. She provides so much value. She does every Friday, she does a free training in there for usually 45 minutes or so, 30 to 45 minutes. And I didn't turn my alarms off today. Sorry. All right, catch you tomorrow. Bye.